Johnny Somali's back. And so am I. Johnny Somali is back, but this time he's learned his lesson. The world has forgiven him. The Koreans love him.
Yo,
The Japanese love him, even after what they did. I mean, what he did to them.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Not what they did. They've been fine for quite a while. But things are good now. Watch this clip if you don't believe me. He's just with his friends in some kind of bar or something in South Korea, and they're drinking whatever it's called. He's live streaming on Party, the network that Jack Doherty owns and stuff. Look at this. So much fun. Yay. Times are good. We're all back together now. Unity is alive and well. But also, just kidding. None of that's true, but this is the lie that Johnny Somali himself believes.
I don't speak Korean.
But this son of a bitch hasn't changed a single bit.
Shut up. Police? Call the police, stupid ass. Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here.
He's still a bastard. He's still a rapscallion.
He bumped into me. Relax. Hank, let's go. Yeah, I did. Go away. Walk away. Tell him to go back to 7-Eleven. Shut up.
If you're somehow completely clueless as to what's going on with Johnny Somali, let me give you a quick summary, the best summary in the entire world. Johnny has been what the kids are calling acting a fool.
He said, do you know the situation that's going on between North Korea and South Korea? I told him, I'm from America. I don't care. Simple like that. So they trying to charge the National Security Violation Act. That is a problem.
What the kids call acting like a stupid dumbass.
They nuked this shit so shit turned to fall out of New Vegas. No, please, Kim Jong-un, press that button. Press. Amen.
He's been doing that in public around the world, but his most recent foolings have been the worst, arguably, and that has been in South Korea.
What'd I do? Why you push me? Bigo. American. You know my name? Oh my God. Why are you acting crazy like this? You know I'm American.
I think this might be the end of his, I think I've said that before, maybe that it's been the end of his thing. I mean, maybe someone will finally punch him in the head.
W stream, are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Whoa! Whoa!
Maybe he'll finally FAFO. That stands for f around and find out, I think.
Don't take a video.
My face. What is the reason?
You are arrested.
For what?
Turn off.
For no.
Turn off.
No.
And that's what a lot of people say. They always say that in America. They're always like FAFO, and then I think it's just like a thinly veiled way to say I will shoot you with a gun, because guns are legal, and so is castle doctrine, and so is other things. You know, these things, for example. If you can remember, Johnny was caught causing various forms of chaos in South Korea in public, causing chaos on stage during a live music performance, causing chaos blasting North Korean music on the bus, which, if you didn't know, South Korea and North Korea, they don't really like each other that much, and they haven't for quite a while. He was even causing chaos by making out with the comfort women, aka the statues of peace, or statues commemorating young women who were slaves to Japanese soldiers during World War II. So not exactly the best thing to bring a chaotic attitude towards. There's multiple of these comfort women statues, and he has harassed, I believe, 2 of them. So that's bad, I would say. Cut the lights. Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny causing chaos. Play a woodwind, Johnny. This channel is called @CancelJohnny's, or Cancel Johnny S, I guess. Now, I'll be honest, they're not bringing the energy, but he's just like causing a ruckus in public. He's just such a massive piece of shit. And then here's clip footage of him kissing the comfort women. So these are the comfort women, and so this is a comfort woman statue, and he oils himself up and dances and fondles himself, and he kisses the breasts of the statue, which is just so... Why? I just don't understand. He can't even dance very well. And I know about this. I've done this before. I've oiled up and danced in public before, and his form is bad, and it's just kind of subpar. So yes, this man has absolutely created a name for himself, and that name is to be absolutely despised and disliked by everyone. And finally, he got some karma, because on the 2nd of November, 2024, he was barred from leaving the country to escape punishment. Basically, they said, you can't leave, we're going to punish you, we're going to hurt you, we're going to make you really uncomfortable for extended periods of time legally.
Because of ongoing legal cases, Johnny's passport has gone through a travel lock, meaning that Johnny is not allowed to leave South Korea until all of this legal bullshit is taken care of. Legal bullshit that allegedly, well, apparently can lock him up in prison for up to 5 years, okay, for various crimes.
And this caused Johnny Somali to freak out and realize his mistakes, so he's tried to start and repair his image. And it's amazing. Let's see. This is a masterclass on how to become a good person really quick after being caught for being a bad piece of shit guy. Firstly, he apologized to the Korean people by going onto the news and visiting the Statue of Peace again. This time, not oiled up and not fondling their breasts. Better start, I guess.
I want to apologize to the Korean people.
I want to apologize to the Korean people.
The statue, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment from
Oh yeah? He's just a comedian. He's the Andy Kaufman of our time.
So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much, and I will no longer talk about your statue or touch it ever again. I hope that I can live in peace here in South Korea.
No thanks. Let's check the comments. He apologized to Japan too, then started talking shit when he got out. Crazy how that works. This is another trick of escaping the situation, just like Japan. Yeah, he's already done this, but in Japan, I just can't imagine. It's just for my audience, just having a little bit of harmless fun. I'm sorry, Korea, but you just don't get down like we do on our content. I look weird. I look extremely contoured. I'm sorry. So he's obviously lying and he's obviously not sorry. He did the exact same thing in Japan where he apologized to just escape justice and then talk shit once he left. Ice Poseidon did the same thing in that other country where he got trapped.
I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. No Brat Oompa and the Banyan Tree Hotel in Bangkok for the actions that I've done.
I think they did something gay or something. I forget exactly what they did. They did some kind of gay crime or something. I'm not sure. But if you do shit in these countries, it seems like they just lock you up and then make you apologize publicly and then you're just free to go for some reason. No whoopings, no getting tossed in the gulag or some shit. Go to Eastern Europe, 1981. See what happens then, Johnny Somali. Read about the Gulag Archipelago, okay? You'll be building some walls in the middle of the ocean if we're not careful. And I'm not even joking about that either. Thankfully, the South Korean government figured out that Johnny Somali is a lying piece of shit and was not going to let him get away with his stupid lying piece of shit dumbass antics. His multiple incidents in October and November of 2024, including the statue and more, held him from leaving the country until his trial on March 7th, 2025. And the results of this trial were posted by Atozi, who was actually in the courtroom. That's unbelievable, dude.
So the thing is, we just got out of the trial. It went absolutely terrible for Johnny.
What a crazy, just so in on the, just being there. Oh man, props to Atozi. It's very impressive.
Johnny showed up more than an hour late with a MAGA hat on and a big bottle of water, and he was just screaming at essentially he got in trouble for, number one, wearing the hat, and number two, the bottle.
The court reviewed the 3 charges he would receive, but the 4th charge would be coming soon, so he received 2 counts of minor crimes and 1 charge for obstruction of business.
In the Korean system, once the police decide to actually formally charge you and they send it to the prosecutors, that's pretty much it. That's where you get the 90+% conviction rate. You're pretty much done. If they've decided to go that far, that means they have the evidence to prove the crime.
Therefore, his next trial to decide what to do with him isn't until the 9th of April, 2025, which is just in a week and a half here. And we'll have to wait and see what will happen then. However, things aren't looking good for him. He's trapped in a country where everybody hates him. He's been beaten up multiple times, and he's been so desperate that he had to run to Ice Poseidon and beg him for money and to help him get unbanned on Kick because he's so fucking broke. And luckily, Ice Poseidon doesn't want anything to do with him either, which is crazy because Ice Poseidon is like also a piece of shit, a crypto scamming piece of doo-doo poo, and like they're best friends, they're best buddies. It's pretty epic, dude.
I'm telling you, this is why people hate you. And I'm telling you, this is why I don't want anything to do with you. Because you look for problems. I don't go around looking for problems.
Sometimes I see videos of Ice Poseidon or some little Arabic fellow. I'm not sure if it's Ice Poseidon, but they look very similar. It's this little guy, he's like this tall, And he's got this little small head, but he's got a really large nose. It's like this little guy. I'm not sure, maybe you guys have seen him. I always think it's Ice Poseidon whenever I see him. He's this little Arabic guy. I don't even know if that's offensive to say, but it's this little Arabic fellow that I've seen lots. And every single time I'm like, so now he's trapped in a country with little to no money and he's banned off Kick, so he's making $0 off streaming and he's going to court soon. So that might him to serve prison time finally. Please. I would love to see that. I would donate money to some kind of fund in South Korea just to get him to go to prison. Imagine if you could do that. If you could, like, the court of public opinion, you could just get people to go to prison by donating money or just being like, having enough updates on Reddit. That'd be cool.
Well, there are 4 charges against him, but only 3 of them were addressed today.
Okay.
The 4th charge, which he just discovered about the other day, which I brought up on my stream 2 days ago, and he got the notice of in Korean yesterday. Actually, didn't even get it. Sorry. So
oh wow.
He didn't know anything about it today, and his lawyer didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, they were
today.
pretty shocked.
What a celebration. It's like a celebration for commentary YouTubers and just like slop tubers. Yay! Let's all go hang out at the South Korean court. Watch Johnny Somali lose his life behind bars for the rest of time. Yay! That's what I would do. I would donate heavily. I think that they should bring a level of democracy to whether or not people go to jail forever. That'd be cool. We could just all get together and just send someone to jail. The whole justice system and or whatever, you know, I live for justice and serving justice and innocent until proven whatever I don't care about any of that. That's what my holy relic's for, all right? Isn't that right, holy relic? Cut the lights.
I'm telling you, this is why people hate you. And I'm telling you, this is why I don't want anything to do with you. Because you look for problems.
This is why people hate you, dude.
I don't go around looking for
Oh, I'm Ice Poseidon.
I mean, unfortunately, I mean, yeah, to be honest, yeah, it's
What an
your
idiot.
fault. Really? In Japan, that's your fault, yes. I
Really?
have no problems in Japan.
Ice Poseidon said in this video that he doesn't walk around harassing people. He used to do that, and kind of still does that a little bit, so.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry, I totally, I forgot that was real life.
Who the f is Ice Poseidon? Who the f is that guy, dude? Who are these people? Stop scamming your audience with crypto scams or whatever, dipshit. For like 200 grand. It's not worth it. I also think that Ice Poseidon secretly really likes Johnny Somali, and he's just kind of aware of the negative attention. He's kind of waiting until he can bring him under his fold when it's actually cool, when you know, the charges are dropped in South Korea, if that ever happens. But now that Johnny Somali's court date is coming soon, he's still acting like a fool for some reason on the streets of South Korea. He can be seen doing dances in public, wearing shorts and no shirt, acting like he's inebriated on drug.
They want to charge me for doing twerking on the subway.
They want to charge me for twerking on the subway. He's built kind of like a large baby.
Let's go, Korea! Korea, #1!
This is good content, I guess, right? It looks weird. I got my hand under the desk right now, moving my mouse around. I promise it's not what it looks like. I'm just trying to... This is terrible, dude.
Let's go!
He has the craziest lips between his legs I've ever seen in my entire life. The deepest moose knuckle that's ever existed. Deepest moose knuckle ever. Go. What's really sad about this whole situation is that he wasn't born with some kind of like problem, you know? He's like choosing to do this. He doesn't have something he can't control about him. Like a lot of people just are pieces of shit because they're crazy and they're like sociopaths. He's just doing this because it's like his kind of career he's choosing to do. Like he's choosing to do all this stuff. Because you can see in the interview, or you know, when the news makes him apologize, when the countries make him apologize, he looks normal, and you'd be like, oh, he says he's sorry, he doesn't actually mean it, but then you watch him dance like a baby while he's awaiting trial for being a piece of shit. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. The police did eventually show up and pull his pants out of his extremely deep moose knuckle thing and tell him to stop. I don't know if that's gonna affect his trial in a negative way, but there's something else he did that's gonna affect his trial in a negative way. He committed a crazy AI crime, a silly joke, AKA. A potential 5th charge for Johnny's upcoming case. He created an AI deepfake of himself French kissing a popular South Korean streamer named Bong Bong, and it's a sexual crime. So now he's committing sexual crimes.
During one of his live streams, Somali shows 2 videos of him kissing a female YouTuber, claiming she is his girlfriend. However, some viewers raised questions that the clips look unnatural and speculated that it was created using deepfake AI. Such suspicions seem to have been justified when the original video of the female streamer had no kissing scenes.
Bong Bong said, I just talked to the officers, checked the news, and asked me if I was the person in Johnny's video. They said they will move forward with the case as soon as possible. So get dumbass. Do not send him back to America though. Send him to space camp. Send him to space camp. Let's send him to space. That'd be fun. Send him to Mars. He can go bother Philip DeFranco up there or whatever. Who's that guy who's in Mars? We need to figure out a better way to put that. Not only is the AI deepfake thing just f***ing wrong and weird, it's also a sexual crime, but streaming this content on top of that could land you, if you're a stupid dumbass, a maximum prison sentence of 7 years. So here's hoping he's f***ed. I just want to see something happen. I'm team nothing ever happens, and so far that's treated me very well, but my God, please, let's just f***ing put him away for a while, just a little while, you know? He's just such a f***ing dipshit. And he's also just ugly. He's just ugly. He's just one of those guys, I think we can all agree that he's just ugly. He's just an ugly guy. No offense, he can't change that, I know. And I don't wanna make him, add a level of sympathy to it. But on top of all this stuff, he just is objectively ugly. So it's just bad. It just looks bad overall for him. One thing you also might notice, and I did mention this earlier, is that the live streaming platform he's on is called Party, and it's like Kick, but even worse. Jack Doherty, I believe, is an owner of Party, and he's streaming on there, so it should be an instant giveaway. A bunch of massive pieces of shit are on that website and / platform. Party is a great website where I'm gonna be streaming very soon. It's the first Web3 peer-to-peer creator economy and is owned by this guy, Brian Gallagher. I believe he's from the show called, what's that show with all the Gallaghers in it? Frank Gallagher. And it's like a family and they're up to no good. Frank Gallagher from Shameless owns it, so of course it's terrible. That guy's a piece of... Frank Gallagher honestly reminds me a little bit of Johnny Somali. If he had access to streaming software, he'd be like that.
Newsflash, buddy. You're on a garbagey diner in a garbagey part of town. Nothing to strut about.
They sell NFT passes to watch streams. I don't know, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm pretty pro technology and pro crypto, but this stuff just all looks bad and it's got the worst people who exist in the entire world associated with it, which means it's just a gigantic, stupid scam. It's all run through this blockchain nonsense. I don't know, dude, it sucks. Also, their Twitter's been suspended, which has to be a massive red flag for Partisian's NFT. I don't know, Persephone. How about Achilles from Troy? Most attractive man ever. Am I right? Comment down below if I'm right about that. Brad Pitt from Troy, most attractive man ever in the entire world, that's ever existed. And he looks like he stinks so bad. But I think it's good. I think it adds to it. The hell's that sound? Party's Twitter is still up though, and they're still, oh shit, they follow me. Why do they follow me? Oh, they follow 11,000 people. Anyways, this is all very important now because on March 31st, American time, I guess, like today, Johnny was seen on a live stream with another streamer / creator named Alex Novell. He's made videos calling out Mr. Based, aka Joshua Block's handler, so, that's okay. Anyway, when I tuned in, Alex was tweaking out against Party's platform and owner Frank Gallagher from Shameless, and I think he was drunk, I don't really know, and I believe so was Johnny. I don't know, this could just be how they are normally. I wouldn't be surprised.
I guess Mr. Bass, I guess Josh Block are more.
How are they giving Mr. Bass and Josh Block so much money, but they're not giving you anything when you're in an actual financial situation where you need money?
He went on a rant asking why Johnny is on Party and the fact that Mr. Based and Joshua Block make all this sort of money on Party, but Johnny, who's struggling financially, isn't getting a dime, and just feeling bad for him, basically painting him as a sympathetic character, which is really sad. You got Mr. Based, huge piece of shit. Joshua Block, he gets a pass, kind of, right? He gets kind of like a little bit of a pass, a little bit. And then you got Johnny Somali, who doesn't get any pass at all and also isn't making any money, so why is Mr. Based making money? That dude's a freak. He asked Johnny if Frank Gallagher from Shameless is watching the stream and talking to him, to which he confirms that he is, and says that he's talking to him in regard to how it's ridiculous that Alex is accusing him of using his platform Party, Frank Gallagher's platform Party, to mine crypto.
You said Party paid you $0. Has Party paid you $0?
Zero.
For real? Because you said they paid you Solana at one point.
I was lying to you. Zero. We got mad at you for saying that Party does crypto mining. We got mad at you.
The difference between crypto mining and multi-party computation is so minimal that it's the difference between putting my penis in your butt and f***ing you in the ass.
And that in and of itself is a totally different deep dive, if true, but he's at minimum accusing him. And Johnny states he doesn't know shit about that, but wants to move back to streaming on YouTube because he needs money, since Party is supposedly not giving him any money. Probably because he's a risk in general and a criminal, and like he should just be in jail. Here in the video, Alex says that Johnny can recover from all this, and he states that he can come back to YouTube when he goes back to court, that he needs to apologize, wear a suit, and get out of the country. And not one of these suits, or this suit, or like one of these suits, or even one of these suits, but like a real suit, like one of these suits. And he needs to flee South Korea, of course, after he makes a good impression on all the judges and the people with powdered wigs and all that stuff. And once he does that and gets off Party, where the f***ing losers are, he'll be fine, maybe.
Johnny can actually come back. Johnny can actually.
Don't lie.
You can actually come back from this shit. You don't have to be on Party where all the fucking losers are.
So look, I'm on YouTube.
Johnny, you need to, when you go to court on April 9th, you need to follow my advice and apologize and be very, very contrite and wear a suit, and you will get out of this country.
Also, according to Alex and this video, Joshua Block and Mr. Based are getting 400 to 500K a year on Party, while Johnny Somali gets nothing at all, which is crazy. And I also heard Jack Doherty, I almost called him JFK. I also heard Jack Doherty talking to Mr. Based in regard to getting paid about that much, $400,000 a year on Party.
I was on the brink of poverty. I was only making $100 grand a year.
Mm-hmm. I predicted that you would do well?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, how that's even possible. There's no way Joshua Block brings enough genuine customers to Party to get that much money, but unless it really is just truly like some kind of crypto scam, that some kind of modern, unique business model. Seems like Alex is confused because there's no way Johnny can get away with this at this point. The court documents look terrible. I want to do a deep dive on those pretty soon. Plus his behavior recently, he's under all forms of scrutiny and he has to make a good impression, and he's just not. He's just not. He's not going to go anywhere. I think he's going to go to jail. I'm still on team nothing ever happens, but my lord, please. Johnny Somali is going to end up in a Korean prison, and he's going to end up with some of that, some of this, and a little bit of that. And he's not going to be able to interact with the Holy Relic, and him for that, all right, guys? Only we can interact with the Holy Relic. I also have this Holy Relic as well. This is the real little guy from South America. Cut it on him. Cut it on him. I don't know if this is like offensive to do this. We're gonna wait and see. April 9th, big things are happening for Johnny Somali. To be honest, he can go f himself. I hope he goes to prison forever. Thank you all for watching this episode, Slop 60, segment of The Too Late Show. Go to The Too Late Show website, or YouTube channel. That's right, guys. We're trying all sorts of new shit. If you enjoy this, press the like button. If you enjoy the other stuff, press the like button on that. Go to the Gump Club to see uncensored videos. Go to sour.gg to buy some candy, and I'll see you in the next one.